We return now for the 5th round of the calendar and the Spanish Grand Prix. Turns out I wasn't as much of an idiot as I thought I was, and we actually have some sort of evidence of progression. Welcome back for the 5th round, as we said, the Spanish Grand Prix, Circuit de Barcelona, Catalonia. We have Vettel up in the dizzying heights of 16th in the drivers' standings. Still doesn't have a point, admittedly. The team doesn't either, but we move, as I said, kind of steps of progression in the previous race, Miami, which is good. It's good nonetheless. And as I said, I hadn't been a complete idiot, and the MAU and kind of wind tunnel hours got replenished. So they are replenished here, and then the next one will be, I did look forward to find out where it was. The next one is the end of August. So I don't believe there's, oh no, it is. So it's June. So basically we have kind of just absolutely nail it on 2 parts and get those done in the time frame, and then you can go again when it replenishes once more. So I wasn't being silly in putting so much man hours and stuff into one specific part. However, I probably was silly in doing it because I didn't check that was what you do before you do it, but it's fine, we move. We don't really have any more information there. However, we have had some of our new car parts coming in. It's still not brilliant. Brace yourself. But the car analysis, there we go. So we've changed it against Haas, who are basically the team that we're battling for 8th at the moment. So if we put that to the rank on the grid, it's still not great. Don't get me wrong, not great. But we are picking up. So we'll put it to our car too. We aren't the worst on the grid at everything. Car cooling, look at that, 14th. Jesus, absolutely wonderful this is. And there's quite a few other things that are questionable, so we say the least. But the car is definitely moving in a way we want it to. I'll update you now on what we did in the previous races. So, as we know, Australian Grand Prix, where we finished last time, was 14th and 16th due to absolutely splendid work from the safety car. The Emilia-Romagna, this was an incredibly boring race. I'm going to level. It was terrible. I can't remember exactly what happened. You think it was hours ago? No, like days ago I did it. It was last night. Completely forgot already. But from, yeah, we went out. We whacked kind of a one stop for the pair of them. And when we went out onto the track, and then we just fast forwarded, and then we had our pit stops, and then we fast forwarded again, because there was literally nothing else I could do. So we finished 17-18, which was upsetting. Miami, on the other hand, all sorts of madness going on here. We finished 11th and 13th, and then we weren't that far off either, 4 seconds in the end. So, but what we did and what we had to do, there was a really, really, really early safety car. So we took advantage of that with our mediums, threw some hards on, and basically ran those to the end. About 5 or 6 laps after that, maybe a little bit longer, and there was another safety car. We didn't go for that one. We just basically just ran to the end on those hards. A lot of other teams around us and kind of drivers were pitting left, right and centre, and we're not 100% sure why. So that kind of happened. However, we did finish ahead of a McLaren, and annoyingly I thought we could almost got those points, but it's alright, we're moving closer. We'll probably end up ahead of Haas. I looked 2 positions ahead of me, and Schumacher snuck himself into the points. So that was annoying. And the one thing I will need to complain about, the unrealism of this game. Yes, unrealism is a word. Mr. Verstappen has crashed out. Doesn't happen. Why are they lying to me? I have been scouting Oliver Bearman as well. Bearman? I'm not sure. I'm thinking he could be one of the seats long term, alongside Doohan maybe. Possibly it does involve getting rid of Lance. I'm not sure what Lawrence would have to say to that. I'd have to have a meeting with the big man. But either way, we're not getting rid of him anytime soon.
Formula One has cranked up the heat over Barcelona. The first Grand Prix held here was won by Nigel Mansell after a wheel-to-wheel battle with Ayrton Senna. But who will follow in his footsteps this weekend? Long straights and medium-speed turns dominate here, but there's something else to watch out for at Barcelona. The air currents are strong and unpredictable, and they'll be giving aerodynamic components a real run for their money this weekend. At this early stage in the season, there are still plenty of opportunities for things to change. In this sport, there simply are no guarantees. So, without further ado, let's get started.
So here we have our qualifying. We've done 2 laps so far on the same set of tyres and got interrupted both times, which isn't ideal. I'm going to wait for all these guys to go out and then we'll press ours, so we're the very last cars out on track. Yeah, so we had a really old power unit for the end of that Miami one. It was the same one from the start. So I'm thinking maybe had we changed it up for that race, because we know it's quite power hungry, then we should really have got a better position. So we've put in a fresh power unit for this one. We've got two new parts. We've got, yeah, new suspension and new front wing from kind of basic car that we start with the game. So we'd like to see that we'll have some sort of an improvement there. We'll follow Vettel when we get into the actual race. We'll watch it and hopefully we'll find ourselves out of Q1 for the first time this season. The highest we've qualified, I believe, is like 16th. I'm not even sure I've done that, to be fair. So it's tricky. Tricky times with the Aston Martin. But we're dragging their way towards, I would say, but why does it, I know. So yeah, we're dragging our way, hopefully away from being utterly useless and being vaguely competent is what we're going for. But he's absolutely ripping it through this. He is safe at the moment. Never mind. So we are both in the drop zone. So we'll go back to 1 because Stroll is due to cross the line any second. So we'll hopefully see him. No, he's jumped ahead of Vettel. He didn't get anything. And Vettel has gone. He's gone back. 17-18 again. Sad. However, we are only like just over a 10th away. But fine. We know what we're doing. We know what we're doing starting in this position. It was intentional. So we have our strategies for the race. I've gone medium, soft with Seb. Soft, medium, soft with Stroll. The only thing I don't want to look at is the possibility of a one-stop with Seb. According to that, it is actually 10 seconds slower. But I know Seb can run quite long on his tyres, so even if I go incredibly aggressive with these mediums, it might even run past, so it will allow us to be a bit aggressive with the hards as well towards the end. I think it could be worth doing something different. I'm even inclined to go hards into mediums, and just hope that we can hold on to the back of Stroll while he's being aggressive on his softs. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, because we're only going to lose places from the start. Except it's against the Williams, so we probably won't lose those. And at the end of the race, we can look at dragging them back if that's possible. But yeah, that looks pretty good to me. If we go really aggressive into a medium, it still leaves us just above the threshold on both of them. There's a little tiny bit off there, but I know I'm not going to go that aggressive. So I'm thinking we'll go with that. It's actually, if anything, a second quicker. So we're going to go for a one-stop with Seb and an aggressive two-stop, an incredibly aggressive two-stop with Lance. The only issue I did do, the car setups, they're all, I think it was 90 something for Stroll and kind of mid to high 70s for Seb. I just couldn't get his down. I tweaked them both and they both got worse for actual quality. So maybe we could have got out if I'd have not had that last fiddle. But we love a fiddle. Just do. Let's get into the race. What are you saying, Crofty?
It's bright and sunny as the drivers line up on the grid. And there's Sebastian Vettel. They'll be starting the race from the bottom half of the grid, so there's a fair bit of ground to make up.
It's no surprise now, unfortunately.
There's Stroll, down the grid. They're in the back half of the pack, so they'll need to work hard if they want a podium finish. And we're just moments away now.
I probably shouldn't laugh at the possibility of my team getting a podium finish as the team principal, should I?
Formula One calendar. This is the Spanish Grand Prix.
Piss.
It's lights out and away we go.
I did forget to do all this for the start, so bear with me, sorry. Yeah, we're going to go hard. I'm not going to try and use any of his battery up. I will do it for Stroll, because we know he's got strong tyres. We go overtake? Yeah, sorry, overtake straight off the line. Why the hell not? We'll jump into Stroll's car and we'll see what he gets up to on those first few corners. So he's got Vettel alongside. And he can just absolutely sling one up the inside of turn 1. No, it's a shame. Could have done like the F1 thing and like while everyone's queued up, just gain about 15 positions. He's lost a position. It's his teammate though, so it's fine. I don't know if there's any kind of teammate things that I can offer. I'm sure I've seen someone do it, but I don't know how they did it. So we'll just move. What are you up to, Seb? Right. He's making moves against Schumacher on the back of that Haas. He's still alongside Vettel. Right, Vettel, can you... How do I... Ooh, I don't know what to do. We'll just let him run through. We'll let him do their thing for a bit. Look at him go. So, up the inside. We get a DRS straight here that won't be in action. Right, Vettel, can you... mud. That was incredibly aggressive swerve from Vettel then. Yeah, it looks like we're all in position now. I can keep Stroll on attack and push. I'm going to leave Vettel just for the time being, but we know we want him to run long, so don't want to get too aggressive on these tyres. Get him recharging his ear. Oh, what a guy. Beautiful. So, if we can try and swap those around on this straight. Go on, Stroll, get past. We don't need your race being compromised by Vettel being in front of you. Go on, take him. Vettel, concede. Concede, Seb. He's conceded. Right, okay. We'll stay balanced for a bit. And he's still on harvest, so we can go back to neutral there. Stroll will put to neutral as well. We'll just let him... do you know what? He'd deploy. We'll jump on with Stroll. Vettel just needs to hold on to the back and just get these tyres going as long as possible. Look at Stroll. He's got him. Sorry, he hasn't. I'm an idiot. He's going for him now, though. Go on. Have him up the inside of this corner. You got the inside of the following corner as well. Better tyres. And start making moves on Tsunoda. It's what we want to be seeing. Actual movements up the field. Beautiful. I don't know if there's a way I can turn off that radio kind of bleep, so they don't speak to each other.
Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
I was watching it, Crofty. Calm down. Yeah, they don't talk to each other, but you do have that stupid kind of radio noise again. It's quite annoying. Tsunoda, what are you saying? Shh. No DRS is enabled. Overtake. I don't think we've actually got it yet, but if we can take him on the straight just under overtake, that would be pretty helpful. Then we can look at harvesting. He might have the chance on this. I think he's on soft from what I can see. The tyres are going quite fast. Oh, wait, no, he's still going. Inside of this corner. Go on, Lance. Ah, you made me proud. You made your dad proud. You made everyone proud. Beautiful. We'd love to see it. Right, so we'll go back to harvest now. We'll probably lose position, but we can do with getting back. No, we'll go neutral, because we need to try and get up with Stroll, ideally. Do you know what? We'll have another look.
Let's see what happened there.
Why not? Oh, look at that. On the curb and everything. Didn't even care that you might have a little loss of grip. Just absolutely rinsed him. Beautiful. Love to see it. So, 0.8 behind Zhou, so you can stay in that. That'd be beautiful. Vettel is only 0.6 behind Schumacher, so he's still going through. Is anyone else on hards? No, he's the only car in the field. Which could be good for him, because he's going to go long, throw his mediums on, and then as long as he can take these, it will then allow him to be more aggressive on his mediums towards the end of the race. So we have got, and to be fair, we've budgeted him for hard, so I can maybe throw him on aggressive. And we'll jump back to Seb, see what he's up to, see if we can get a chance to squeeze past the Haas. It's probably not looking likely. Do we have any issue regarding cars behind? No, of course we don't, because it's a Williams. So just crack on as you are, keep getting your DRS, stay hanging on to the tail. I'm thinking we'll speed up a little bit, and we'll see what the boys can get onto without our intervention. Oh, we've had a yellow. Oh, Stroll.
We can take a look now.
What are you doing over there, Stroll?
It's Lance Stroll. They're forced wide,
Is
and
he-
they won't
is he
be
dead?
happy at all about that.
Are you dead? Are you still going? It's probably last. He is last. Splendid. How far behind are you?
They've locked
know.
up and gone straight off.
We've watched it. We've watched several times. I don't need more. Right, we'll start pushing. Ah, and I can't drop into a one stop either because he started on medium. Damn. 4 seconds adrift of Vettel. Just going to have to crack on with what he's doing. Vettel is our car for the time being, then. He's playing the long game, so what we're going to do is drop to 16. We'll see, keep an eye on this number. Hopefully Stroll can catch up against Vettel. Kind of hoping he doesn't catch up too easily. Oh, we had some little yellow flags there. Oh, God, there's yellow flags everywhere. Right, Vettel, what are you doing here, kid? Kid. Definitely not a kid. But that's run wide. Okay, a few people running wide. So, go on, have some overtake. See if you can sling it up the inside against this AlphaTauri. And the Haas. Take them both. What? It's probably unwise to go for it there, but we'll deploy nonetheless. Where's Stroll? 0.1. He's already taken Magnussen. When did that happen? I assume he'd run wide. Probably should have been paying attention. Oh, mixed up on the grass. Oh. See, this is the thing. Like, we're actually looking vaguely competent at the moment, which I'm all for. Stroll's taken Magnussen as well. He must have damage. It's alright. He didn't like any of the track. Kevin, you absolute ripper. Get out of his way. Right, we're going to push up to 16 again. Stroll's locked up again. Are you alright, lad? Can you not? It's beyond the Williams. It's beyond the Williams. What are you doing, Stroll? Stop it. 16. Oh, schnitzels. Forgot I'd done that. Is he at the head of this field now? Vettel. Yes. But only because the cars in front of escaped. He's in a little world of his own. Schumacher's getting in behind him, so it looks like he might be losing possession shortly. We rejoin on lap 17. Vettel is in the battle still with Tsunoda and they called him Schmeichel. It's definitely not his name. Schumacher. Stroll, after a second spin out, the utter muppet. Sorry, lockup. He's still just in 17th because Magnussen's man out, fortunately. 3 seconds off Vettel's at the moment. Considering he's got better tyres, he's pushing, all the other stuff. But no, perfectly fine. We're just letting Vettel run as long as possible. He's comfortably ahead of his trajectory at the moment. So the later we can get those mediums on, the better. Bang them on, push, aggressive, and just absolutely nail the track. But we'll scoot forward here, so I'm not going to do too much micromanaging on Vettel. Stroll, it's just a muppet, to be quite honest, isn't it? So the pits are starting. Stroll, you can come in this lap, actually, lad. You throw on to mediums. And we'll drop you down to 2 times speed. We'll have a little look at what Vettel's doing before that. So he's comfortably in the middle of this battle with these guys. He's trying to send it up on Schumacher, going into the final few corners. Oh, go on, Seb. What a beautiful move. Has he got DRS as well? Oh, he has. Right, you know what, Seb? I know we said we weren't going to be doing this, but if we can get a little bit of a gap for you now. No. We won't do anything. Just let him go. Keep our eyes on Stroll, see what he's doing. This isn't the stint that's important for Vettel. Just needs to be a good stint. Mediums come on, and then we can be as aggressive as we like. Stroll's going to be coming out ahead of Magnussen still, so I assume Magnussen's already pitted. Actually, you know what? I don't need to assume. I can find out. Yes, it's got very, very fresh mediums on. So, Stroll, you can... Do you know, still aggressive. Wonderful. We'll leave you again. Leave all your push for your final few laps. Just crack on. Both of you. We'll have our eyes on Vettel now. He's up in 10th at the moment. He's still going. Comfortably ahead. So we're looking at probably running out about here somewhere. And then we can bang his mediums on him as late as possible. We'll drop him when he gets to about 35. So he's up in 9th. Stroll 15th. He's actually managed to get the jump on Tsunoda, Schumacher, and Magnussen in the pit stops as well. It looks like they're all on 2 stops. Bottas is chasing down Vettel, which would expect him to lose position because he's on older, weaker tyres. But again, that's not his race. Ooh, we have a pit stop. Oh, Lance. Lance, what are you doing to me, kid? What's he done? Absolutely murked his front wing. Is it too early to pit Seb? I don't think it is. We'll bring him in. Get him on those mediums. Unfortunately, it's a little bit earlier than planned, but he can have his only pit stop under the safety car. And at least now we can just focus on Seb, see what he's doing.
Romeo just moved up a place.
So we know he moved up a place. Stop worrying about it. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh man, that was such... I don't know what this word means. Never saw in my life. Oh, he took out Sonoda at least. Good work, lad.
Sounds like there's been contact.
Right, let's find out what happened.
Take a closer look. Now let's look
Right,
at this.
so we got the
Focus
three
on
of them.
Sonoda.
Schumacher, Sonoda, Vettel. It's not Vettel, Stroll. Oh, do you know what?
You can
I'm
clearly
awfully
see the
sorry,
contact
Lance.
there, and that caused a
Wasn't
lot
your
of
fault,
damage.
kid. Bloody Alpha Tauris coming over here, wiping my cars out. The gearbox completely failed. Yes. Yes, it has. Someone drove into the back of it. Sad. Right, so we'll crack on. Vettel is our boy now. He should be coming into the pit stop. And there's the wrong corner. Bear me a second. And there he goes. Rear wing has been... Yeah, he was in a crash. You don't need to tell him about every bit of damage. I'm sure he'd rather just get out of the car. Go and have a cup of tea. It's perfectly fine. We move. We move. Right, so where is this pit stop going to take us out? Behind the McLarens. Still comfortably ahead of the Haas's. We're going to have fresher tyres than them, and we can get these to the end. This could again work out brilliantly for us. We've got one driver to focus on, so we don't need to split our attention as well. He's jumping out straight in front of the safety car. Ah, oh, this is beautiful. So we'll go here. We'll wait till everyone catches up. Seb's at the front of the pack, which may not be good. I'm not 100% sure. We'll put him onto standard. So his tyres are due to run out here, but we'll put him on standard. We should be able to get those through to the end. Oh. Okay, this time, apparently, they're letting the lap cars unlap themselves, but putting Vettel half a track behind. Why have they done this to you, Seb? Safety cars do just do us dirty. It just is what they do. Sad. Right, we're just going to let this crack on. Safety car's still out on track.
Had a spin.
Wait, there's another one. What's going on? What's happening? Is he on track? No, he's not. I'm just confused. Seb is quite a bit behind Albon, but he's also in front of Albon. This is where we need to get to. This is utterly ridiculous. Right, now we just fast forward and we let Seb do his thing, because there's nothing we can do. Hopefully the little Haas's don't catch up to us. What's the gap? 2 seconds. We've had a crash on track. Hamilton's gone out now. Safety car, is it? What's going on? Let's have a look. There's a yellow flag. Ay, ay, ay. What a messy race.
Lewis Hamilton involved in
Going
this
round. Oh, following another Mercedes, and he's crashed on this corner.
They won't have been expecting that.
Rarely you see Mercedes in that sandpit. It's not called a sandpit at all, is it? Oh dear. Let's move on. Right, Vettel, crack on again, lad. Carry on as you were. Keep trying to catch up with everyone else. Oh, this is so annoying. So, we move. We'll keep an eye on that. By the looks of that, he's going to get to the end on this standard. And this is it now. Those two behind us are going to pit again, I expect. Oh, maybe not. They're only on the 42nd lap. So we'll just move this to tyres. There's a possibility. No, we should only just get to the end. And I'd be very surprised if everyone else does the same. Yes, we know we've been overtaken. Don't worry about it. So I am going to let him start pushing now for a bit. So it shouldn't affect his tyres. Yeah. Oh, okay, pit stops. Vettel, he's sneaking up. He's into 12th. These guys behind, do you want to pit as well? Schumacher. I'm looking at you, Schumacher. Right, we're up in 11th at the moment. We do have Hamilton behind us. Beautiful.
I think there's been a lockup.
We have Le Points at the moment. This is it. I probably should be looking, but if I'm watching, there's nothing I can do, to be quite honest. So we'll just let him crack on. Everyone has pitted now. So this is it. Everything is on track. He's scooting round. He's got a bunch of cars behind him. It looks like we're not going to be taking points, unfortunately, because we've got Hamilton, Zhou, and both the McLarens directly behind us with fresher, better tyres. However, all we can do is what we're doing. We would probably have had a chance if the safety car would have let us bunch up behind, but they didn't, unfortunately. So, yeah, we move to the end of the race. So just the 2 laps remaining now. We have a little battle now with the McLarens getting involved. I'm not expecting much from that. I'm just going to carry on standard, because it's a bit of a futile fight, to be honest, on our point. We don't have much danger of dropping behind the Haas's, because they're quite a bit down the road. They're over here. It's so annoying. We could have been ahead of these. We could have had a really, really good shout at points. But it is what it is. The safety car giveth, and the safety car taketh away. Last race, he helped us all the way up to 11th. And the last race on camera, he got us up a few positions as well. And this one, it's only hindered us really in comparison to the rest of the grid, but it has been a help in general, to be fair. But we've got one more lap. There we go. Verstappen is just behind us. So this is our final lap. So you know what? We'll go attack. We'll go overtake. And we'll just see what we can do. If we can get ahead of Norris, finish 13th, I'll be happy. Probably won't happen, but we'll give it a shot nonetheless. We'll go on the driver cam.
And McLaren with a great
Yes,
overtake.
I was watching it. Don't need to remind me. Tsunoda's been given a warning here. Didn't help when he absolutely murked my car off the track, but that's fine. I think we'd have had a decent shout with our one stop, you know. Going long, putting the mediums on. Everyone else's tyres are going to start dropping off now. Mediums would have been very fresh. But it is what it is. Can you get past, Vettel? Can you get past, please? Ah, sad. 14. Not bad. Not good, but not bad. Oh.
Max Verstappen over
What?
the finish line.
Max is just...
today's winner.
Oh, I'm an idiot. It said last lap. I'm an idiot. I'm so sorry. Let's go again. One more lap. Can you actually do it with your bonus lap that's just been handed by the gods and not the person that can't count properly? So, go on. This is it. Your last DRS straight, Vettel. You can have him. You can have him. He hasn't even got his wing open. Your tyres are just too old, unfortunately. Ah, oh, sad. Just repeat what I said on the previous lap here. Oh, that's a shame. He just loses so much time in the corners because his tyres are absolutely wrecked. But there we are. 14 and 19. Vettel gaining himself the 3 positions ahead of both the Haas's. Could have been better. Could have been worse, to be fair. Drivers, Vettel is still sat in 16th. Tsunoda being the only driver, well, actually, and Haas, outside of the bottom 2 teams, yet to score points. And constructors, that all-important 8th place for us is still elusive. And there we have it. The Spanish Grand Prix. As we said, the safety car giveth, the safety car taketh away. We'll come back either for the Canadian or British Grand Prix. I'm not 100% sure yet. So I'll just tease you with one of those 2. We're going to jump over the Monaco and Azerbaijan Grand Prix at the very least, and then we'll return in the next episode. But if you have enjoyed today's episode, then do me the favour of liking and subscribing. That'd be great. Check over the other content that we have on the channel, Football Manager, the likes. It's wonderful. But thank you very much for your time.